Okay, dear students, today I am coming in front of you to explain the mole concept. To explain the mole concept, first of all I will discuss the certain reactions. Just like I can take the reaction between nitrogen and hydrogen. Nitrogen reacts with hydrogen to form ammonia. So balance the equation and just see one molecule of nitrogen reacts with the three molecule of hydrogen and forms two molecule of ammonia. That means when we take the one molecule of nitrogen and three molecule of hydrogen, then it will react completely and then there will be no reactant at all after the reaction. So this ratio will be perfect. But you know that it is very difficult to take the one molecule or three molecule because it is invisible to us. It's a very difficult to count the particle. Since it is invisible, so for a human being it is not possible to count the particle. But we can take a pinch of molecule. You can take the pinch of molecule. And approximately 1 is to 3 in ratio, approximately pinch of molecule. You can take in terms of weight also. But counting of the molecules is very difficult because it is very smaller in size. It is so small in size that we are not able to have a look over it. Our eye is not able to see it, so that's why it is not possible to count it. So what we take in those cases where the particles are very smaller. So like this chalk is a collection of so many molecules, but when we crush it I'll make the powder and then I'll ask you to count the number of particles available in. It will be very difficult to count because the particles are very small. So that is why instead of that what we do, we take a approximately we take a heap piles. That means when something get collected together, then we say it is a heap or piles. So mole means heap or pile. Heap or pile. That means you have collected certain thing. We are taking a like certain thing you are taking it in your hand. You are taking a pinch of molecules. It is a heap or pile means certain thing get collected over it. So we are not able to take the number of particles as the ratio should be given 1 is to 3. So it is not possible. So lot of research on how to take the. So in this way ultimately we have taken a 12 gram of carbon 12. Ultimately as a standard people have taken or scientists have taken the 12 gram of carbon 12. Carbon 12 isotopes. Carbon 12 is the isotopes. We have taken the 12 gram of carbon isotopes. When we took the 12 gram of carbon isotopes, so experimentally when the atoms are counted, it contains 6.022 into 10 power 23 atoms. So standard because earlier we have explained the atomic mass in terms by comparing it at the 1/12th part of the carbon 12 or 12 12 was taken as the atomic mass unit for carbon in comparison to the hydrogen. So that is why the 12 gram of carbon is taken as a standard because with the help of carbon 12 only nowadays we are finding out the atomic mass of every elements. So that is why 12 gram of carbon 12 is taken and with the help of instruments we have counted it and what has been found that 12 gram of carbon contains 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 atom. 12 gram of carbon 12 has got 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 atoms. This much atom is available in 12 gram. And scientist Avogadro, name is Avogadro, who has given this number as a 1 mole. What he called it as 1 mole. Or in after the name of Avogadro's, to remember the Avogadro, then this number is given the name Avogadro constant. Symbol is N, capital N, small a, like this, Na, right? Written like this only. It is the same thing as 100 paise equal to 1 rupee. So mole is nothing, it's a It's a unit to count certain thing. It is the unit to count certain thing. Like that, 12 what we say? 1 dozen. For 20 what we say? 1 score. So if you have been given 20 items with you, then you will say I have got a 1 score of that substance. If you have been given 12 mango to you, you will say that 1 dozen of mango I have got. You have given 20 banana with you, then you will say that we have 1 score of banana. In the same way, if we have been given 6.022 into 23 atom of banana, then you will say we have 1 mole of banana. If you have been given 6.022 into 10 power 23 mango, then you will say we have got 1 mole of mango. So, mole is nothing, it's a unit to count the number. It's a unit to count the number. And how much it represents? How many numbers it represents? It represents this much number. I think you have understood. So now we can define the mole. What is mole? So now mole may be defined as the amount of the substance. So mole is nothing, it's a amount. What it is? It is the amount of the substance. It is the amount of substance that contains as many specified elementary particles, that contains as many specified elementary particles as the number of atoms in 12 gram of carbon. 12 isotopes means carbon 12 isotopes. Whatever the number of atoms is there in 12 gram of carbon 12 isotopes, whatever the number, we have just experimentally found out that the 12 gram of carbon 12 isotopes contain 6.022 into 10 power 23 particles or atoms. So that much number is known as 1 mole. So 1 mole is nothing, it is the amount of substance. It is the amount of substance. Suppose for oxygen it would be 16 gram. It would be 16 gram. Substance you have taken oxygen atom. So it would be 16 gram. So 16 gram of oxygen atom will have the same number of atoms as it is available in 12 gram of carbon 12 isotopes. That means 16 gram of oxygen atom contains 6.022 into 10 power 23. Now take the example of nitrogen. Nitrogen 14. What is the mass of nitrogen? That is 14 gram we say. So if you take the 14 gram of nitrogen, so you have taken the substance what it is? It is, so 14 gram of nitrogen will have the, so 14 gram is the amount of substance. 14 gram of the nitrogen is the amount of substance which will contain the same number of atoms as it is available in 12 gram of carbon 12. That means take any substance, if it is having a 6.023 into 10 power 23 particle in a certain amount of substance, then that amount would be known as 1 mole. So 1 mole is nothing but it is the number of atoms, it is the number of molecules, it is the number of ions, it is number of electrons, it is number of proton, it is number of any elementary particle which might contain in certain amount of substance. So that much amount would be known as 1 mole. So for example, the carbon 12 gram of carbon 12 gram of carbon 12 isotopes. So 12 gram is the amount of substance which contains 6.023 into 10 power 23 atom. So that is why this 12 gram is known as 1 mole. In the same way, 16 gram of oxygen contains 6.023 into 10 power 23 atoms of oxygen. So that's why this 16 gram is nothing but 1 mole. So the number is fixed, 6.023 into 10 power 23, which is called 1 mole. But 1 mole of every element has got different weight, different mass. because 1 mole of carbon has got 12 gram. 1 mole of nitrogen atom has got 14 gram. 1 mole of oxygen has got 16 gram. But the number in these three atoms are same. In case of carbon atom, what is the number? 12 gram of carbon contains 6.023 into 23. 14 gram of nitrogen contains 6.023 into 23. 16 gram of oxygen contains 6.023 into 10 power 23 atoms. So number is same for 1 mole, but the mass will be different. Mass will be different for each and every element. And one more thing you remember, it is very easy to take the weight of a substance than to count the number of substance. Now I am taking the example of this chalk. I won't be able to count the number of the molecules available in this. It is made up of calcium carbonate. So if you ask me that count the number of calcium carbonate molecule in this chalk, I won't be able to calculate it. But if I have been asked to take the mass of this chalk, then immediately I can think very easily I can take the mass of this one. So it is very easy to take the mass or weight of certain substance instead of counting the particles. Very difficult because these particles are very small in size. So that is why number we have calculated with the help of sophisticated instruments. So now mole has got relation with the mass also. We have discussed just right now that the 12 gram of carbon 12 has got 6.023 into power 23. That's why it is called that 12 gram of carbon is nothing but 1 mole. Again we have taken that 16 gram of oxygen atom. 16 gram of oxygen atom has got same number 6.023 into 10 power 23. Again we have taken the nitrogen, which is the 14 gram, same number 6.023 into 10 power 23 particle. So everywhere it is 1 mole. So 1 mole is nothing but this number. This number is 1 mole. If you take the mass of this number, then it will be atomic mass or molecular mass. 1 mole of oxygen atom equal to this much oxygen atom. So if you take the mass of this much number of oxygen atom, then it will be called 1 mole of atom. So what would be the mass of this 1 mole of oxygen atom? It will be 16 gram or AMU. Now 1 mole of oxygen molecule, what would be? It would be 32 gram. 1 mole of oxide ion, mass will remain same because when ions get formed, there will be no change in the mass, so it would be the 16 gram. 1 mole of water equal to 18 gram. Okay, oxygen atom is written like this. Oxygen molecule is written as O2. Oxide ion is written as oxygen having 2 negative charge, and water molecule is written as H2O. So this represents oxygen atom, this represents oxygen molecule, and this represents oxide ion. Now in every case what we have taken? 1 mole of oxygen atom. So 1 mole of oxygen atom contains this much oxygen atom. So it is 16 gram. So now take the weight of this much number of oxygen atom and take the mass of it. What we will find? 16 gram. Or either another way, take the 16 gram of oxygen atom. Take the 16 gram of oxygen atom and count the number of particles available in it. What you will find? You will find 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 oxygen atom. In the same way, now take the 1 mole of oxygen molecule. Means 6.022 into 10 power 23 oxygen molecule. Now take the mass of this much oxygen molecule. How much mass would be? 32 gram. And another way, you take 32 gram of oxygen molecule and count the number of molecule into it. you will find 6.022 or 23 oxygen molecule. Everywhere you can, that mass is fixed. So that is why it is called 1 mole. Now take the oxide ion. Oxide ion, when it is formed? When it accepts 2 electrons. So change in the number of electrons. So it doesn't make any difference in the mass. So here we are counting the 1 mole of oxide ion number. How many oxide ion? So this much is the oxide ion. So if you take out the weight of mass of this much oxide ion, you will get 16 gram. Or either take the 16 gram of oxide ion, you will get the how many oxide ion? 6.022 into 23 ion. So in this way, this number is known as 1 mole. This number is known as 1 mole. Mass of this number is known as molar mass. Mass of this number is known as molar mass. Molar mass. Molar mass. This is molar mass. What it is? Mass of 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 particles. Okay, and then we get a molar volume. Molar volume. Molar mass. So there will be molecular, gram molecular mass. Molar mass will be atomic molar mass and molecular molar mass. So if you have taken the atom, then it will be gram molar mass, atomic molar mass. If you have taken the molecule, then it would be the molecular molar mass. Particle, that is why I have written the particle. Particle means it may be atom, molecule or any other discrete particles. Molar volume means volume of 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 gaseous particle. Gaseous particle. So molar volume is nothing but volume of the gases. If you have taken the 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 gaseous particle, means gases always exist as molecule. So if you have taken this much number of gaseous molecule, any gas molecule at the same temperature and at the same temperature and pressure. That means at same condition, at the same condition. If the condition found to be same, then the volume would be same, irrespective of the gas, irrespective of the nature of the gas, whether you take the nitrogen oxide, carbon dioxide, water vapor, sulfur dioxide, or any other gas, whatever you can imagine or you know. If you take 6.022 into 10 power 23 gaseous particle, and if it is, or if all these gases are taken and the same condition, condition means same condition means this is same temperature and same pressure. Mainly the temperature and pressure should be same in all the gases. Whatever you take the gas, all gases should be at the same condition, that is same temperature and same pressure. If the temperature and pressure is same for all the gases and the number of the gaseous molecule same, that is 6.022 into 23, you will find that volume would be same. Even if you take any other number, same number of gaseous particle, you will find same volume at the same condition. Take any, not this number. You take any number of any compound or element. Take the any number. If you have taken the same number of particle, if you have taken the same number of particle, irrespective of the nature of the element, that would be that their volume would be same. Their volume would be same at the similar condition. Now another way you can take. Now take carbon 12 gram. and oxygen you take 16 grams. So if you take the carbon and oxygen in the same ratio, as that, so here the carbon and oxygen ratio is 12 is to 16, that is 3 is to 4. So if you take the any element in this ratio, 3 is to 4 ratio, this carbon and oxygen, if you take in the 3 is to 4 ratio, you always find same number of particles. Like here we have taken 12 gram, 16 gram. Instead of taking 12 gram and 16 gram, we will take 24 gram and 32 gram. 12 gram and 32 gram. Now take the 24 gram and 32 gram and count the number of particles in carbon as well as in oxygen. And you will find the same number of particles available in it. Now take 36 gram of carbon and 3 times 63, 48 gram of oxygen. Now take the 36 gram of carbon and 48 gram of oxygen and then count the number of particles in both. What you will find? Number of particles would be same because number of particles will be 3 times now. When you double this mass, then the number of particles will be doubled. If you have taken 12 gram and 16 gram, then the number of particles in both the things will be this much. If you have taken double of this, then both will have the double of this number. If you have tripled the mass, then you have the triple the number of this. So that means what happened? Compare any element in this universe, but take the same ratio every time. If you take the same ratio of mass every time, you will find same number of particles in every case. If the ratio between the masses found to be same, then the number of particles will be same. So this is the significant thing. That is why, and the experiment have carried out. We have already calculated their atomic masses, and as the science progresses, we have got an idea that if we take 6.022 into 10 to the 23 particles of any substance, and the mass of this much particle is always molar mass. For atom, it would be atomic mass. For molecule, it would be molecular mass. Molar mass means mass of 1 mole. Molar mass means mass of 1 mole. This is called mass of 1 mole. Now, one more thing you know, this molar volume. It is very significant. This molar volume is found to be 22.4 liter at STP. What is standard temperature? That is 25 degrees Celsius. What is pressure? That is 1 atmospheric pressure. What is STP? Standard temperature and pressure. So temperature should be 25 degrees Celsius and pressure would be 1 atmospheric pressure. If the condition for all the gases found to be same, that 25 degree Celsius as the temperature and 1 atmospheric as the pressure, at this condition, if you take this much number of gaseous particle of any gas, irrespective of the nature, their volume would be 22.4 liter, and this one is also known as molar volume at STP. This one is known as molar volume at STP. This is called mole concept. That means 6.023 into 10 power 23. This number is very, very important. If you take out the volume of this number, then it would be molar volume. And if you take the mass of this number, that is 6.022 into 23, then it would be molar mass. This molar mass would be atomic mass or molecular mass. If you have calculated it for atom, then it would be atomic mass. If you have calculated for molecules, then it would be molecular mass. So molecular mass as well as atomic mass, both are molar mass. Why it is called molar mass? Because atomic mass and molecular mass is taken for 1 mole. If you have taken the 1 mole of molecule, then it would be molecular molar mass. If you have taken 1 mole of atom, then it would be atomic molar mass. So both would be called molar mass. Why it is called molar mass? Because it is the mass of 1 mole. What is 1 mole? That is 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. Why this number is taken? Because when this number is taken and the atomic and the masses of all the gases, all the solid particles have taken for all each and every element, when it is carried out, this number taken for a particular element and taken out the mass, it always equal to the atomic mass or molecular mass. So that is why this number become constant. This number become very significant, and it is given by Mr. Avogadro. So that's why the name is given Avogadro constant. It is 1 mole. So 1 mole is nothing. It is a counting units. It is a counting units when the particles, number of particles are very, very high. How many numbers? You can see 10 to the power 23. 6 multiplied into 10 power 23. So very high number. So that's why it is called 1 mole. This is called mole concept. Mole concept. I think you have understood. We'll move further in the next video. Thank you.